Good morning. It's 10:37 a.m. It's June 3rd, 2024, Monday. We're gonna go. Today, my first is in the medical field. I'm doing today. Uh, Bulimia. Everybody knows what's bulimia. It's a blood disorder. It's an Austrian word. It's bulum. In Portuguese, it's balenc. In Castellano, it's balunk. In España, it's balonc. And in English, it's balunk. It's a balloon plant. It's only found in northeast Serbia. It's a plant which has to be processed and made into capsules, 7 milligrams, and taken 3 times a day for 7 months and 2 weeks in order to cure bulimia. For thyroid, low thyroid is a Bulgarian word, thyroid. In Portuguese es tarek. In Castellano es tarak. In España es tarik. And in Español es tarik. And in English is tarek. It's Tarek. It's a plant in New Zealand, in the southern tip, in the southwest part. It's a that has to be made into an 8 milligram capsule and taken 2 times a day for 2 years and 7 months in order to cure low thyroid permanently. And then we're gonna get into the psychological I said it right first standpoint. Anxiety is a Serbian word. Anxiety in Portuguese es acelc. In Castellano es asalc. In España es asalc. In Español es acuc. And in English is a kook, ACQ. It's a ACUK plant, and it's only found in the Junque rainforest in Puerto Rico. And it's a very, very strong plant, and it's a capsule that needs to be dilated into 3 milligrams, and it needs to be only taken once a day for 3 weeks to cure anxiety for at least 2.5 years. It's very recommended that you see a psychologist at least periodically. And then have to probably re-prescribe them in a matter of 2 years or 3 years. How about depression? It's Yiddish, dubruku. And dubruku in Portuguese is dabuaca. In Castellano is daluca. In Espanol is daluca. In English is the daluca plant, DALUK plant. It treats depression. It's you need to make it into a capsule of 8 milligrams and taken twice a day for 7 months. It can cure depression for up to 5 years. And bipolar is Portuguese, and it just means in English, moody. I want to touch the topic of yesterday of the parades. This is only a 2-year thing, and I don't agree still with the Israeli parade, because parades is a Jewish word, and it's buruk, and you know what buruk means. In German, it's gomua. In Italiano, comunqui. In French, it's camelc. In Portuguese, it's camonco. In Castellano, it's compito. In Español, it's competente. Español competencia, and it's a competition, and we don't do competitions. I want to show that black little girl that we don't do competition. We're not competition to nobody. We're from the Holy Land. Festivals is a Portuguese word, and festival is pulcu, and Castellano is paquel, and France is celebri, and in Italia is celebran, and in Español is celebración. In English, celebrate. Festivals is to celebrate. We're not competing against who's better and who's not better. So we have a lot of talking to do in New York City about parades. Parades are competition. That's why the North Korea does it right, and many China and everything do military parades, because these are competition parades. If we have to fight in war or something, those are real parades. But parades, I know they sound fun and everything, but in parades there's always fights. So there's always disagreements. The cops took it too far. The New York Police Department took it too far yesterday, and they said it's anyway. So I want to talk about cerebral palsy. I know this is cerebral palsy lead by Jackson Avenue between Cranford and Clark. Cerebral palsy is a Yiddish word. Salub, mugluk. In Alemania es like polok. En la Italia es saberosecadillo. En la Francia es calom aluno. And then en Castellano, en Portugués es calom mono. En Castellano es tucum molo. In España es caer solo. And in English it's to keep to yourself. And it means to keep to themselves. People have been diagnosed with cerebral palsy from 2 years to 7 years old. They can develop and show some symptoms of cerebral palsy. These are kids who love to expose themselves while they were children. Only males suffer from cerebral palsy from 2.5 years to 47 years old. The life expectancy of a patient with cerebral palsy, a person, is 47 years. Cerebral palsy they all same-sex oriented kids. There's 47,984 of them worldwide. In the United States, we have 27,548. And in Europe, we have 10,722. Asia, 2,123. And Russia, 1,104. And therefore, United Kingdom, we only have 772, and the remainder in the rest of the countries. In the U.S., 97.2 million a year. U.S. pays out $97.2 million in insurance claims for cerebral palsy patients. Demographic. I don't want to say patients because it's a more long-term thing. 17 parents pay out of pocket an average of $2.1 million a year. Top states with the most cases of cerebral palsy is New Jersey, number 1. Number 2, Pennsylvania. Number 3, Illinois. Number 4, Ohio. And number 5, Washington State. They have to admit to their doctors that this is a problem. They get better, but they have to admit to doctors that they have hidden thoughts. It's not bad, nothing bad or killer incidents. For example, I have 3 patients that I have spoken to that I know personally. The first one is Joseph Lane, 8/7, 1992. This one I have no idea who it is. It's a random one. 31, the other two I know. 31-year-old from Canarsie, Queens. He has a little secret, but he's embarrassed to say it, and this is the problem with parents. I'm going to get to that down. They're embarrassed to tell the parents things sometimes, and parents have to be more open-minded. That he wanted to be a rapper, a singer. He's white though. His prognosis, if he admits to the doctor, only to the doctor, that he wanted to be a singer, and I guess the doctor would talk dialect with the parents, whoever is his caretaker. It takes 3 months and 1 week to his prognosis to get back better. It's things that they're ashamed to say. Alright, so exposure, and these people, exposure in Yiddish means expulgo, and in Portuguese is discreet. And in Italia, discreet, and in Alemania is discreet, and in English is to be discreet. Exposure means to be discreet, and I'm going to say something, it's not about parties, but liberals like to expose people, but they have an ulterior motive for it. The liberalists turn out to be the most conservative people than liberalists. They have more to hide. And then my other word is hypocrites. It's a Hebrew word, hukuk. And en alemán es un poco en la Italia un poco lu, en Francia un poco lic, en portugués es un poco loco. And in España, it's un poco loco. It's a little crazy. Hypocrites are a little crazy. When you're a little crazy, you lose credibility. And these cerebral palsy kids lost their credibility. They scare parents. And being scared to tell something to people that around you causes paranoia, timidness, isolation, discontent, depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, feeling displacement, feeling out of place. That's why that's why these kids all came out same-sex oriented. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the therapist. And the one secret about therapists and psychologists is that I have a PhD on this. They hide their frustration during sessions. These are one of the people that get mostly frustrated. Like the one from Dr. Now, the African American girl. She's one of the best that hides her frustration. Trust me, it's a crazy little thing. She's one of the best. Sensations. I have something here about I don't even know. Alright, so in 1980 to 1990, we had diagnosed cerebral palsy cases. This is going to be 2 sessions, so I'm going to just cut this short for this one. After the 7,185 cases, 2000 to 2010, we had 4,842 cases. In 2010 to 2010, we had 6,001 in the United States, 402 cases. In 2021, we have 1,212 cases, which is up by 7.2%. In 2022, we had 7,413 cases, which is up by 78.9%. In 2023, we had 8,714 cases, which is up by 81.2%. Parents are getting really crazy. And thus far this year, we have 78.9. It's down 0.5. We have 78.9% case 0. Projected for 2025. If we do this, only 17.4 cases diagnostics next year for 2025, which will be down 87.9%. All right.